Okay. Not sure. It says going live. Okay, I think we are live now. And I apologize for the lateness. Fortunately, the previous appointment I had ran a bit later than I would have liked. But we are supposedly live right now. And if something happens, I'm not sure what I'll do, but we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, so as you can see, actually right in front of me is the entrance for Osaka Temmangu. This is the southern entrance, I believe. And we're going to just walk through that to show you and officially begin the live stream. Alright. This is actually really, really beautiful when there is the blossoms are in full blossom. You can see here they're just starting to blossom. You have a couple different kinds of blossoms. Those have some pink, and you have some other ones as well. If you look, right here is just a very, very beautiful area. And this is part of the Temmangu shrine, or Osaka Temmangu. And I could have sworn, oh, here we go. On the other side, there we go. So if we continue on here, this is actually the southern annex, I would guess. So it's technically a different shrine. But over here, I'm going through, not sure if I'm allowed to. すいません、入ってもいいんですか? あ、すいません、ありがとうございます。Here we go. This is the southern, or maybe western entrance, but this is Osaka Temmangu itself in its full glory. It looks like they are preparing for some kind of festival here. Let's see if we can't get around. We'll walk around a little bit to see what it looks like. Ooh. And here, drum, large drum. I don't know here if you can actually hear that bass or not. But oh, see, they're actually preparing for their this is for sakura or hanami, cherry blossom viewing. And they're getting ready for that, would be my guess. You can hear the drum over to my left slightly. I'm gonna see if we can't get a look at that. It might be possible to get a look inside while they're getting ready. You can see some people praying, throwing in their change. Oh, and I think some kind of ceremony is going on, so I don't want to disturb them. But they are definitely getting ready. Alright. So that is the beginning, right, of our trek. What I'm actually going to be doing here is going from Osaka Temmangu is going to be the beginning, and I am going to go towards Umeda itself. So to be honest with you, alright, so this is the main entrance, and let's see here. I just want to show you real quick where it says Osaka Temmangu. That's a big pillar here, and this is Osaka Temmangu itself. So you can see that right there. Very, very nice. They have the unlucky years and lucky years. You can see as well right here. We have a kind of, it says right, you are here, which is, looks like I am at the south maybe. And then you have a couple different shrines inside of this temple, because technically Temmangu is for a temple, but there are some shrines as well. You can actually see a very large doll as well. It's very interesting. All right, well, this is my first attempt, right, with, what would you call it? With YouTube Live. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going here, but you have a couple different things as well. This is actually, so Osaka Temmangu is one of the reasons so many people come here, because of this guy right here. You can see. So he is, I don't know if it's a god technically, but he kind of symbolizes luck and prosperity, especially with money. So he's kind of pretty interesting as far as that goes. Now, this is one of the many shopping arcades, or it says here shopping center. You even have a Where's Waldo, or in Japan they say Where's Wally, which I actually did not know that his actual name was Wally until I came to Japan. I don't know if it's a little known fact, but in the States we call him Waldo, but in the rest of the world his name is Wally, because I guess the book itself was originally published in England, and in England his name is Wally, and so in the rest of the world his name is also Wally. Now, this is one of many shopping arcades that are located in Japan. You can actually see here that they actually have some kind of, so this is actually about the filing the taxes electronically, e-tax. So yeah, in Japan, actually the tax day is March 15th instead of in April like it is in the States. So they were just warning everyone, yeah, the last day to file is on March 15th, which today is March 14th in Japan. So that is actually tomorrow. So I'm just going to continue on. And here you can see a couple of different things going on either side of me. There's actually a post office, Osaka Temmangu Yubin Kyoku. There's Osaka Temmangu post office, direct translation. And it looks a little bit washed out, but it may clear up in the next couple of seconds when it autofocuses. But if you take a look there in front of me, this is a continuing shopping arcade. It's called Tenjinbashi 2. So I'm thinking, this is just a guess on my part, that I'm actually going through Tenjinbashi 1. We will confirm or deny that when I get to the other side. And no, actually looks like this is Tenjinbashi 2 as well. So I wonder where exactly Tenjinbashi 1 is. We may or may not find out during this walk. So since it seems that there are no live viewers at this moment in time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep streaming and let it go. And I'll be quiet so that you can actually listen to the sounds that are happening around me. So on my right was just a pachinko and slots for gambling, and over on my left is a 100 yen shop called Can Do, as well as some food. And then also over here on the left, right, is a lottery, as well as a nice looking little open air cafe. Right now is lunchtime, so you can see a lot of people carrying lunch boxes with them. And depending on the area and what shops are around, you may actually see people selling lunch boxes for deeply discounted prices because they do that daily. So that's how they make their money. Just thought this was kind of interesting. It's called Happy Camper Bagel. And unfortunately, oh, it says today they are sold out. So it actually may be one of those type of shops where when they run out of product, they close for the day, or at least temporarily. A lot of restaurants and food shops in Japan will actually close during like a midday time, and then they will reopen right for dinner. And there's a car coming through and they're going to let us go, which is very kind of them. So I just quickly bowed my head just to say thank you, although you couldn't see that. But they also bowed in return, which was very kind of them as well. I don't know if you've actually been noticing, but the I call it tori, or the gates in the top, have actually been changing color the further north we get. And I'm actually getting further and further north. As I said in the Twitch pre-show, if you watched that or not, the Osaka's road system is also laid out kind of like Kyoto's and New York City's, where it is in a grid system, north, south, east, west. So it's actually very easy to get around as long as you know which way is north, which is sometimes difficult to know. Okay, so in here is a more larger street. You can actually see this is actually a highway. It's right up here. And for me, I'm actually looking to go towards Osaka or Umeda Station, so I'm going to take a left here, but it does continue more more north if I so desired. I'm gonna take a left here, and hopefully I can figure out where I am. Okay, yes. I have kind of sort of gotten my bearings. And I am going to actually continue north just a little bit. Ogi, I don't know if you can read that sign, but I'll read it for you. On the left it says Ogi Machi. And we're going to cross the road here and apologize. It was very nice of him to stop the taxi. We're going to keep going here. It's an interesting looking building. I'll have to look up what that is later. We're going to, from here, this way is north. This way is south. This way is west. And this way is east. So right here is Ogimachi Station. And I don't know if you can see it in the distance there, but I'm gonna try and zoom in. Oh, there we go. So this, you can kind of see, that is the HEP 5 Ferris wheel, which is outside of the HEP 5 building in Umeda, or near Osaka Station. So we are going to walk that away for the remainder of my time here. Okay. This is actually a very, very large park. If I had more time, I would actually go through that, but it's called Ogimachi Park, Ogimachi Koen, and but unfortunately I don't have time at the moment, so I'm just going to continue walking over land. I don't know if you can actually make that out in the distance there, but apparently that is an office, the Osaka office of Honda, however you prefer to spell it. You can see some graffiti on my right, which does happen in Japan. I mean, pretty sure that happens just about everywhere. And I apologize for my sniffling, because unfortunately I am still recovering from my cold. Let's see if we can pan to the right over here while we're walking across. But you can actually see that there is a nice looking, very large park. And you can see kind of a statue in the distance there. Still waiting for this light to turn green. Because we are law-abiding citizens. And it has turned. Interesting little fact. In Japan, they actually don't call it green, which green in Japanese is midori. They actually call it blue, aoi. So they actually call that a blue signal instead of a green signal. I was a little bit confused by that when I was learning Japanese at first. So, just in case you may or may not have been confused by that as well. And this is that big Ogimachi Park that I was talking about. You can actually see people playing. Actually, it looks like they're practicing for a dance performance. I don't know if you can see that clearly or not. The people like have their lunch and whatnot. This is a Western style building. exactly sure. I think that might be a wedding chapel, if I had to guess. They do that quite often. So I don't know if you can see in the background in the distance there, but they are dancing. And this turned red. This guy's gonna cross anyway, which happens, as you do. For me, I could continue north, but I don't really feel like it. I think I'm just gonna keep going west, or yeah, west. I was correct. But while we're waiting, you can see here, La Centifolia. I'm not exactly sure what that building is. And this is the Honda building that I was talking about before. Oh, that's nice. Across the street there is a person walking a dog. You don't see very large dogs in Japan very often, at least not in the cities. Well, I think pretty simply because they don't have space for them. So the Osaka residence, Umeda Ogimachi Koen. So this is actually an apartment building, which I assume is very expensive to stay in. Ooh, it's even like looking at their like entrance lobby, looks very fancy. Plus living, right near a park, I'm sure is also very nice. Now to save on time, I am going to cut the live stream after I show you the location of a place that I want to film at a little bit more. I'm going to have to get their permission to film inside. So depending on whether or not I actually get their permission, that kind of depends on whether or not I'll do that in the future. It will probably be a hashtag Corbin introduces instead of a hashtag walk with Corbin. But it's one of the most famous, if not the most famous, toy buyer and reseller or retailer, perhaps in Japan, but especially among like anime, manga, and video game characters, is very, very, very famous. I'm not going to reveal the name just yet. I do want to get over in that area first. Now, for those of you who tuned into the Twitch live stream before you watch, or the pre-stream, I guess, you might actually notice where I am, because I turned down this way to go south in the reverse direction. This person in the middle isn't really supposed to be doing that, but who am I to judge? Yes, we will be crossing hopefully pretty much momentarily. Right now it's still red. Hopefully it will turn green/blue pretty soon. But this is Osaka, ladies and gentlemen. Osaka has a very different feel than Kyoto. Kyoto to me is much more laid back. Osaka's a little bit more busy, but not busy in a negative way. It's more busy like just people are busy living their lives and having fun and usually just going about their business. Tokyo busy sometimes, actually quite a few times, like Osaka, or not Tokyo, but New York busy. New York busy. Oh, and they're actually, wow, they came quite a bit of ways with that. Sidewalk. This morning, they had just started the sidewalk. So actually, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna retrace my steps. So if you actually go back and watch my Twitch pre-show, you will actually see almost the exact reverse, especially of this part. I don't know. Here is a little bit of the seedier side of Osaka. Higashi Osaka is the entertainment area. Okay, and here is where I wanted to turn into. So this is second, or maybe third, depending on how you want to go about it. Covered arcade, shopping arcade. We have encountered today. This has a lot of really nice places, and we are actually coming up on the place that I was going to talk about. I'm just going to briefly walk by it, but this place is called Mandarake, and this place is like a heaven for toy collectors and for video game memorabilia. This place has so many used games and so many used collectibles. You can even see, like here, there is a Tetsuan Atomu or Astro Boy. There's Gigantor. There is Giant Robo 2. Many, many, many. And this, like I said, they have branches, or they have stores all over the place, but especially the one in Osaka, and you're actually looking here, I believe they actually own that whole second floor. So actually right here is an actual video game arcade. Sega and Namco usually have video game arcades, but this place, Mandarake, right, and it says manga up there as well, but this place is so large, and you won't, it seems even that they have some foreign visitors as well, so they've started labeling some things, but I highly, highly doubt that they have any English-speaking staff, and I will have to actually go in and confirm if it's okay to film. From the outside, they shouldn't have a problem, but if I want to go back, if I want to go inside and actually film, I think I may need, well, no, I don't think, I know, but for me personally, I want to get permission before I do that. But yeah, and I'm going to end it while we are still in here. But while we're just in the area, what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to show you one of my favorite Irish pubs. I don't know if it's still, actually, if it's still in business. I haven't been here, I haven't been in this area for quite a while, because I actually don't go to Osaka very often. I don't have to. It's kind of far away. But let me see if I can't locate it, especially with St. Patrick's Day being in March. The Japanese don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but if there is an Irish pub or an English pub, they will have St. Patrick's Day events, of course. But they are almost, when you go, is very, very much populated by Westerners. And I was unlucky enough to miss this signal. But maybe that'll be another Corbin Introduces segment, because I'm actually going to go down in this area. This is actually a very good way for me to end it, is by going down into Waiti Umeda, Japan, where racism still is quite prevalent. And I mean, I know that they don't mean it, so I don't take it that way. But this is where I'm going to end it for right now. We'll see you at Tokyo 2020 in Uedi Umida. But thank you. Unfortunately, no one joined me on this particular live stream. I don't even know if it actually posted correctly. We'll have to see later. But thank you for watching, wherever you are, whatever time it is. I hope you have a great day, great night, and I look forward to sharing with you again soon. Take care. Bye.